144, thousand, 144, 144, thousand, 144, 144, thousand, 144, 144, thousand. Chosen, 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 chosen. Apple love is out and it's started to the sky. The wings are right and I put that on my guy. Apple love is out and it's started to the sky. The wings are right and I put that on my guy. Heart of a king, blood of a slave. The prince of the power, I'm possessing all the traits. Mental slavery, I'm just breaking through constraints. And you pseudo prophets, we just doing what you can't. Cause I only fear God, my nigga. I only fear Yahweh, my nigga. We ain't scared. I ain't your local pastor, my nigga. We tell. I got another precept, my nigga. Here comes the zoom, zoom, bitches on your broom, broom. You ain't got.
You understand that they do all these things for this image right here. So all that was prophesied. So when you saying why they did it, that's one reason. Can you also go to 1 Maccabees chapter 3 and verse 48?
Just to let me know my tribe.
Exactly.
Like teacher, bro.
What tribe you from? Let's look. What's your?
More like.
I'm gonna ask you this. Do you know how to identify yourself? Like,
as far as like black and Indian.
Black and Indian.
So, yeah, I got Indian people.
What would your father be?
My father, yeah, he's
So what? African American?
No, Rican.
Puerto Rican?
Yeah.
All right. So you would be from the tribe of Ephraim. The tribe of Ephraim. So the reason we say it.
And they always say as a car.
Hold that and go to Numbers 1 and 18.
But it really Ephraim. Okay.
But I'm gonna tell you why it's Ephraim, because I asked you what your father was.
Yeah.
Because we have to understand this idea of race didn't come about until a German doctor.
It's not my mother, it's my father.
It's a German doctor.
Yeah.
And you go by your father because your father's the one that had the seed.
Yes.
The same way you can plant an apple seed in China, it's still gonna be an apple tree. You can plant an apple seed in that Georgia red clay, still gonna be an apple seed. It don't matter where you place, no matter what the soil you put your seed in, that seed's still gonna be you.
Right.
The reason you got Numbers 1? Bring it up, please.
The book of Numbers, chapter 1, verse 18. And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month. And they declared their pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers.
We established who we were based after our father. So based on who our father was, that's who we were. So you said your father was a Puerto Rican brother. Therefore, you're coming from the tribe of Ephraim. That's how we would classify and identify you.
Yeah, black and Puerto Rican. Yeah. Like African American and Puerto Rican. So yeah, so okay.
All praises, all praises. Because it's these things, the little steps to know, all right, boom, I'm an Israelite. Then we understand, like, I see you, I don't know if you know about, because you said your boy had told you about it. I see you growing your beard out.
Yeah, that's
you understand?
That's mandatory.
That's one of the laws, all praises, all praises.
Yeah. To show my actual me, you know.
Yeah.
Whoa. Okay, so really, yeah, I think I need to push it more farther. You some more words.
All right, cool. So let's go to this, right? Because we understand we are supposed to be, we're the greatest people. We understand we're supposed to be on top, right?
What's the difference between us and the other people that claim that they like, you know, the people that say from Israel? And
go to Romans 2. Well, I mean, Romans 2, Revelation 2. Yes, sir. Well, when
what's our difference?
I'm gonna go into it because you're talking about the so-called Amalekites, those who proclaim to be, but are not.
That I've been seeing like on TV and the news.
That's part of that's prophesied as well.
Because I don't see them that as far as they don't look like us. So that's why that's on
exactly. But here's why though. Bring this up.
The book of Revelation, chapter 2, verse 9. I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich.
This is a man soul. Christ, who the world ignorant called Jesus Christ, we understand his name to be Yahweh. He understands. He understands what's going on. So you already know that now. All praise.
That's the Most High,
that's what the world ignorant called Jesus Christ. The Most High name would be Yahweh. But he's saying, I know thy works. Keep going.
And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews.
So he understands there's going to be a group of people here who are proclaiming to be Jews and are not. Now you saying the difference, this will be the difference. Go to Deuteronomy 28 and verse 46, it's either 46 or 45. Because it talks about the curse, yes. This is how we're going to know. Because the Bible, the Most High, he had everything planned out from the beginning. He already knew that a group of people was going to try to be who we are. And he already had it set up to where, here's a sign. This is going to be a sign to let you know who the Israelites are, who my people. It's going to be this. All right, you, yes sir, bring it up.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 45. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed.
All these curses. Have you ever seen a so-called Jewish person talking about having to break generational curses? No. But I can show you blacks, Hispanics, our whole community talk about, hey, we got generational curses to break, right?
We got a lot of stuff we got going on that we need to stop.
Keep going on that.
Because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to keep his commandments and his statutes, which he command thee.
So it's saying the reason we are cursed is because we disobey God's commandments, right?
Yeah.
Keep going.
We don't listen.
And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder.
It said, and they, what is the they? The curses are going to be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder. Keep going.
And upon thy seed forever.
Forever. So no matter what time period, if you want to figure out who the Israelites are, if you want to figure out who are God's chosen people, you can go to Deuteronomy 28, look at the curses, and see what group of people on earth fall under these curses. Example, right? I'm gonna give you one. Go to Deuteronomy 28 and 68. You understand how so-called African American man got over here, correct?
I mean, yeah, as far as like the slave trade and all that, you know, the basics of what they were saying.
I'm sure this is prophesied in the Bible. Bring it up.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
It said the Lord will bring us into Egypt again with ships. We got to understand that Egypt, it's a slang word. Can you go to Exodus 20 and 2? The same way we speak in slang now, our ancestors spoke in slang back then. The same way I can say I'm at the crib chilling, it don't mean I'm in the literal crib. I'm at home. I'm in my comfort. So we got to understand what is being said. The same way so-called these other nations have to use Urban Dictionary to figure out what we saying. We don't got to use Urban Dictionary. It's just in us. It's in us. And this is what the Bible too. So, but we got to understand what certain words mean because we're not in that time no more. So we're going to figure out what Egypt means. Bring it up.
The book of Exodus chapter 20 verse 2. I am the Lord thy God, which I brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. So
it called Egypt a house of bondage. The house of bondage, that's essentially the bondage meaning slavery.
And we was took from there.
Because we were slaves in Egypt. Moses, Pharaoh let my people go. Why did he let his people go? Because they were slaves. So when you go back to Deuteronomy 28, when it says, I will bring you into Egypt again, it's talking about I will bring you into slavery again, but with ships. Keep going.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
We're not going to see the old Egypt again. We ain't going to see the actual land Egypt. We're going to see a new Egypt. Keep going.
And there you shall be sold unto your enemies, for bondman and bondwoman, and no man shall buy you.
So then I'm going to ask you, what group of people on earth was put on a ship and then taken to another country, another land, and sold as slaves? Did that happen to the so-called people who are portraying themselves to be Jews? No, but we just read that these curses are going to be signs to identify who the real Israelites are.
And now today's time, so
this is what we're using to figure out what the signs are. We're using these signs in the Bible to identify who the Israelites are today. Bring it up.
The book of Revelation chapter 11 verse 8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city.
It's saying their dead bodies shall lie. It's talking about our people, because we understand we get killed here. We're still in the land of our oppressors. This is not our freedom. This is not our rest. Keep going.
And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt.
Saying spiritually, which is Sodom and Egypt. Egypt dealing with the slavery, and Sodom was destroyed for all essentially the LGBT acts, right? A lot of homosexual activities was going on in Sodom. Now think about it, right? What country on earth right now is known for a very, very harsh phase of slavery and known for being very, very, very pro-LGBT?
Like they want to be more for it.
Yes.
Canada.
No, not Canada. Canada.
Really?
It's Americans. It's so-called.
I mean, yes, us, but I mean,
nobody.
I say North America.
Nobody is more pro-LGBT than the so-called United States of America.
All right. Yeah.
I mean, there's a parade in Israel, but we understand that that's from the wine of America.
Yeah.
You feel me? That's from Revelation 18. How they saying?
I was just thinking because all the laws that was just passed up there, I was thinking like, yeah, they more, but I believe, yeah, it's us that influenced that.
We go to Revelation 18.
That's trash.
I want to say it's verse 2.
2 or 3.
Verse 3. Well, you start at 2 and go into 3.
The book of Revelation, chapter 18, verse 2.
Yeah.
And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils.
Babylon the Great. It's referring. So you already understand. Babylon's America. All right, keep going.
And the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication.
All nations have drunk of the wrath and the wine of her fornication. That her being America. How we saying so-called, like you said, like I was talking about earlier, Israel, they do LGBT parades. You got some Islamic countries now, they aren't as hard as they were on LGBT as they were roughly 15, 20, 35 years ago. Why is that? It's because the wine, the doctrine of America, the philosophies of America is being poured out into these other nations. Because at one point we gotta understand, America was that superpower, the #1 country of the world. So it was like a get down and lay down mentality. So we see how other countries are very, very pro LGBT, but it's because they got this doctrine from America. But going back to your original point of how we can tell the difference between the real Israelites and Jews of the Bible and the fake ones is going back to the curses.
Yeah. Whoa. So it's just basically like we just been living like a lie, or whatever. Like
go to John 8 and 32.
Like you said, like we were around our oppressors. I mean, I don't really, I don't care about what's going on in the background right now. I'm really listening to but just
bring this
among of our oppressors.
The book of John, chapter 8, verse 32. And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.
So ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.
Yeah.
So we gotta understand, what is this truth? Biblically, what would the truth be? If you don't know this, it's okay, brother.
The truth of, I might say his name the wrong way, but yeah, I'm gonna say this: the Almighty, the truth of the Almighty.
All right, go to Psalm 119, 142. Yeah, because it don't matter what my truth is. It don't matter what your truth. See, they got this idea right now in the world that, oh, I gotta live in my truth. No, forget about my truth. Forget about truth. Let's live in the Most High's truth, right?
Most High.
Because His truth is going to be the one to make us free. It says the truth shall set you free.
Yeah.
So let's understand what the truth is. 119, 142. Psalm 119, 142. Yes, sir. Because we understand, like you said, we're still amongst our oppressors. We are not free. We know we're not free. But that's something we are eagerly yearning for.
Yeah.
Bring it out, King.
The book of Psalms, chapter 119, verse 142. Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy law is the truth.
It's saying law is the truth. So that law is really going to make us free from our oppressors. Something simple as growing your beard out. Simple as not eating pork, shrimp, crab, or lobster. We understand holidays coming up. Not celebrating Christmas, the pagan holidays. We understand these things.
Okay.
These are going against the law. That law was going to set us free.
And if we abide by it, that will give us the freedom that we need.
Exactly. Go to Deuteronomy 30. So I'll just tell you, yes. You can see I'm pulling at everything. So I don't want you to don't just take my word for what it is.
No,
Go do your own research as well, and you see it's coming from the Bible, not just me. It's not the God just talking. No, it's coming straight from the Bible. Let me start from the top.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 30 verse 1. And it shall come to pass, when all these things are come upon thee, the blessing and the curse, which I have set before thee, and thou shalt call them to mind.
It says so. It shall come to pass when all these things come upon us, the blessing and the curses. We understand we didn't get the blessings because we disobeyed God. So what do we get? We get the curses. Like being put on slave ships.
Yeah.
Like
not following the law,
not following the commandments, how we got into the position we're in today. But the way we remember we're Israelites is by reading this Bible, reading the curses, and it's like, all right, if God's chosen people are going through these curses, and my people is going through these curses, I'm part of God's chosen people. The Israelites, so-called Black, Hispanic, Native, and Seminole Indians. Keep going.
Thou shalt call them to mind among all the nations, whither the Lord thy God hath driven thee, and shalt return unto the Lord thy God.
So no matter where we're driven, because we understand, we don't have no quote-unquote home. They're over there. It's like there is no quote-unquote land of black, land of African American. All right, Puerto Rico, that's just Port of Riches. That's not a real land. You feel me?
Sure.
Our home, they're not to say we don't quote-unquote have a home, but we understand our home is Israel.
Yeah.
So he said, whether we've been scattered because it was part of the curses. We don't obey God, we're going to get kicked out of our land.
Yeah,
so we're scattered everywhere.
So we're going to take whatever we have to take in order to go through what we have to go through.
Hey, we're in time. We got to deal with our punishment.
Yes.
And keep going.
And shall return unto the Lord thy God, and shall obey his voice according to all that I command thee this day.
So it said we shall return unto the voice. We shall return unto the Lord our God. Because we understand the God of this Bible is only God. He had made us his possession, not the whole world, but only the Israelites. And the way we return to him is by going back to his word, going back to his law. That's how we return to our God, by obeying these laws, statutes, and commandments. Keep going.
Thou and thy children with all thine heart and with all thy soul, that then the Lord thy God will turn thy captivity.
It says, so once us and we get our children to start following these laws, statutes, and commandments, it said, then the Lord thy God will turn thy captivity. Then the Lord thy God will end our captivity. So once we as a whole, as a community, as a nation, goes back to following our God and stop following these idols and everybody else, we go back to our identity. Until then, that's when our captivity is going to end. It will be then we're no longer in the land of our oppressors. It will be then we get the salvation that we're yearning for.
Okay, well, it's a lot of distractions, a lot of things that's like going on that keeps us away from that. Like as far as like just the smallest of basic of
go to Sirach 2.
Like different type of devils that's like coming up everywhere or whatever. It's
but see, here's the thing though. We're already told it's going to be like this.
Yeah.
Right. Sirach 2:1.
The book of Sirach, chapter 2, from the top. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
We understand. Once we commit to truly going back to our God and our customs, this temptation gonna come. Boom, boom, boom. It may not come immediately on day 1, but maybe day 406. Bow. Hey, you go through some things, and it's like, dang, we really gotta choose. But it's already told. Look, this is not going to be no quote-unquote easy walk. We got to understand. The world hated Yahweh. The world hated Christ when he was on the scene. everybody didn't like him. So if we're following Christ, what makes us think everybody's gonna like us now?
No matter what we got, yeah.
You feel me?
Okay, so you're gonna have that come with you. I mean, just as far as just the best way to stay focused, you know.
Go to Acts 15. I want to say started like verse 21.
It's so easy. Like you could do it. Like I could listen to you guys one day, but then the next day, whatever, it can all set back in. And
It's easy to slip up. I get what you're saying, but you gotta understand just. As a man, we gotta commit and decide to do it.
Yeah, but I mean, I want to know like what can can help with the commitment to make me.
All right,
I want to be able to stay on point and stay on focus with it.
So I'm gonna say start at verse 19, right? Bring it up.
Because I mean, that's how I feel like the way this world is. It's just like
I got you. But here's the beautiful thing. Cause it's like I'm about to bring out like the so-called starter kit.
Okay.
The book of Acts chapter 15 verse 19. Wherefore my sentence is that we trouble not them, which from among the Gentiles are turned to God.
So it's for the new people who are on their way to coming into the truth. They're about to bring something. All right, I got you real quick.
Precept. Ecclesiastes 37 and 12. But be continually with a godly man, whom thou knowest to keep the commandments of the Lord, whose mind is according to thy mind, and will sorrow with thee, if thou shalt miscarry.
So another way to help is also being amongst a group of brothers with the like-minded you.
Yeah.
So because it's easy to fall when you by yourself. But if you trip up and you got a brother beside you, hey, he can pick you up off the ground. Hey, we can knock that dust off.
Because that's how I feel. I feel like it could be either like what my friend, he was telling me, he was like, yeah, you got to stay away from Edomites and stuff like that, where you don't need to indulge into like certain things that they got going on or whatever.
Exactly. Like your friend who was telling me about it.
Yeah. Like
brothers like him, brothers like us. You got the card. You got our contact information.
Yeah.
You can scan the QR code. We got our email, Instagram.
That's it right there.
And we out here every Saturday from like 3 to 6. 3 to 6. Go back to Acts 15. That's you said it verse 20.
Acts chapter 15 verse 20. But that we write unto them that they abstain from pollutions of idols. So
for people who are just coming into this thing for real, understand that, all right, it may seem a lot, it may be very overwhelming.
Yeah.
Here's a starter kit. It says, reread that verse.
But that we write unto them that they abstain from pollutions of idols.
Stay away from idolatry.
Yeah.
And that's so Christmas, pagan holidays, stay away from idolatry. Keep going.
And from fornication.
From fornication, those are the sex acts we're not supposed to do according to Leviticus 18, Leviticus 20.
And from things strangled.
And that's referring to, when you say things strangled, it's referring to the dietary law. Like, don't eat pork, shrimp, crab, lobster, the bottle feeders.
Bottom feeders, yeah.
You feel me?
The roaches of the water. So.
These are the starter kit. That's the quick starter kit.
Right.
You do that, and you continue to be around like-minded brothers, and come around them more. You're going to learn more laws.
Yeah.
Like you, like brother put you on about growing your beard out.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
So I would say those are the 3 things you should focus on for real.
Yeah.
Go and come out here. Like you said, you live right up there.
Right there, yeah,
you got our contact. We out here every Saturday, from 3 to 6.
I'm here. Yeah. Cause I just recently came here from Oklahoma, and they have a real big one, but I never had to, like, I was doing too much and was thinking the wrong way or whatever. I never had the time.
Your mind wasn't set on it.
Yeah.
For real.
And I mean, it just happened for me to walk past and see you guys out here doing that.
Look, hey,
I appreciate that.
That was the Most High. That was the Most High letting you know. Give me John chapter 6, right?
Put this stuff down. I'm sorry.
You good, brother? John 6:44.
John chapter 6 verse 44. No man can come to me except the Father which have sent me draw him.
It says no man can really come into this truth for real
bro.
unless the Most High put the Spirit on them. Understand that word draw in the Greek is referring to drag. So, like you said, you had heard about it, Bo. If it wasn't meant for you, you wouldn't have stopped and stayed this long and had this conversation. The Most High put that Spirit on you. He said only those that they're going to draw him. So even that drag, this is you being dragged into this thing right now. Because if you stand this long, I understand you had the zeal for it. Now we just got to get you the knowledge.
Yeah.
And understanding who we are as a people.
Cause yeah, man, it was one of those, like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do about that, but okay, join Linktree.
Yes, sir. Right, boom. You can hit that there for the YouTube. Subscribe. You know, go back to the link tree. And I got the Instagram and the yeah, you can hit the follow.
Alright.
I mean, stay in contact with us.
But if y'all here every Saturday, then
Hey, Bob.
I mean,
I don't think I brought it. I don't think I brought it. I'm really just grabbing 2 bags.
but
All right, brother. Your name is what? Zamari?
Amari, yeah.
Amari?
Amari, yeah.
All right, brother.
A-R-I, yeah, Amari. Nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you, my God. Hey,
Thank you so much
Feel
for
free
that
to
word,
come-
man.
feel free to
You
come
don't
back.
even understand. Thank you so much. All praises to the Most
we
High,
out here
man.
every Saturday.
Thank you so much, brother. Y'all have a blessed one.
You too, King.
First one, then I'm coming back and do the second one. The kingdom is just for us. It's real. The kingdom is just for us. It's real. These nations ain't nothing like us. It's real. These nations ain't nothing like us. Salt of the earth. Since birth, so first I be the salt of the earth. God, where we the church, we be the salt of the earth. God first and worst, I'm still the salt of the earth. We the salt of the earth. Creme de la creme. Dropping jewels and gems in the street like Tim's. We ain't none of them. Been putting in work, you check my film.